Stephen Adams, one of the two quarterbacks for the Nottingham North Stars, joining us here on WBCB1490.com, getting set for the Group 3 Central State title game. This video is being presented to you by St. Francis Medical Center and the Trentonian. And Stephen, it's got to be quite an accomplishment, and you got to feel good as a junior playing out the season until your final game.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just been trying to get better every day, trying to help the team whichever way I can, and just taking every note I can from my dad, from Coach Barry, from Coach Peterson, even Luke just helping me out. It's just they've been a big help in this whole experience to get me ready for whatever obstacles I face.
That's what my next question was going to be. It's got to be quite an advantage not only having Luke, who's played quarterback here before, but having three former head coaches on your staff. I know you don't deal with Coach Gatto on the defensive side a ton, but you have a couple of former head coaches over here on the offensive side, and your dad, who's a head coach. I mean, that's a pretty good support staff to have around.
Definitely. I know they always have my back, including my dad. But even Coach Gatto on the defensive side, maybe after practice or something, he'll pull me over, he'll talk to me, and he'll tell me what he likes about me, what he thinks I need to improve on. Coach Harris the same thing, Coach Barry the same thing, but most importantly, my dad. So, it's a big help. It definitely helps a lot.
So talk about last week. You and Luke both having great years, and the only touchdown pass of the game comes from Jaleel Bailey.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of ironic, but at the same time, we were finding ways to win, and we knew it was going to be open. Then just the way their coverage read, and I've said it before, it doesn't matter that who throws the touchdowns, whatever happens, as long as we're winning games, that's really all that matters. Just
talk about you personally. How are you controlling your nerves heading into this week, knowing, like I said, this is it. I mean, this is the game that you wanted to get to, and now you're here.
It's a challenge. It's something you try not to, notice, try to pay attention to. But, it's more exciting than nerve-wracking. Just to get back out there and play football another week. And it's a championship game, and you want to do whatever you can to help your team win. So.
A lot of times you hear people say a lot of times the two-quarterback system can't really succeed, but you and Luke have really done a great job. What do you think has been the key of you and Luke being able to work so well together and both being the starting quarterback for the team?
I think it's unselfishness, really. We both, like I said, don't care about the stats or anything like that. All we care about is winning. It's a winning formula. It's been working all year, and we're not about, like I said, the stats. We just want to win, and it's working, so why not get away from it,
So what are the conversations like between you and Pop when you guys finally get away from the football field?
Well, it's usually not about football, but when it is, it's, we got to watch film, we got to pay attention to their secondary, read the coverages, and, just whenever I get a chance to with my friends, just find a way to, throw a couple passes around in the backyard or something just to maintain, the same rhythm and stuff. So,
when you're out there on this team, does it really hit you how many weapons are really on this team? I mean, you have 3 or 4 really good running backs. We finally saw the emergence of Clyde Huntley last week against Notre Dame. I mean, is that something you're conscious of, thinking I could put the ball in anyone's hands right now and we could score?
It definitely makes you feel comfortable as a quarterback, knowing that you got 4 or 5 different guys who are going to catch the ball, and you got 4 different running backs who are going to run the ball effectively. And it also helps that you have a really good defense like this one. So it takes a little off the shoulders. It makes you a lot more comfortable, and it makes you excited to get out there and play with these guys. They're exciting players. So
I know it's something that a lot of times the offensive linemen don't get a lot of love, but your guys played pretty well in front of you this year.
I love my own line. Without them, none of this is possible. None of the stats, none of it. So without them, McKenzie, Chuck, Levinson, Camacho, Mike, they've done a fantastic job, and I think they deserve a lot more credit than they get.
Stephen Adams joining us here on WBCB1490.com. Stephen, thanks so much for talking to us, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great job, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.